Hello everybody, this is Mithril Zenith. Welcome back to Mordor Depths of Dejenol. The Holy Crusade, as it were. We're going in. You notice something a little bit different. I've been leveling Paladin recently. Why is that? Well, because I decided to level Scavenger recently. Why is that? Because I wanted the lower cost charm of opening. And I'm leveling Paladin because of my leveling of Scavenger, because my Scavenger ran into a quest that I could have rejected it. I could have, just gone down 4 levels from denying it. But I wanted to complete it. It was a quest for a Morgul, which apparently is a very rare giant-type monster on level 4. And so I searched around, didn't find one. Pin, didn't find one. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll just search around as Paladin, find one. I'll level up as I search. Once I find one, I'll charm it and bring it back. Well, by the time I saw one, I charmed it, and then the other giants in the other group killed it the moment I charmed it. It was not the best situation. Anyway, I don't really know if too much else has been going on. Yeah, as I said, I've been leveling Paladin. I think... I'm still going to continue on doing Wizard. Not Wizard, Sorcerer. No, not Sell. Uncurse. So I can come over here, visit Sorcerer, reacquaint with Sorcerer, change up my equipment, because I can't use gauntlets, and I can't use that shield while I'm a Sorcerer. So, Mystic Shield. Get in here. Can't use gauntlets of power, so I think it's the Master's Gloves that I'm on? That looks right. I can't use the Mithril Helmet, but I can use the Helm of Sight. I just equip the White Sash again, because I have one now. And I can't use that crest, so where's my crest of the Sorcerer? Sorcerer, equip. Then we mix up our buffers a bit. That's 5. Then 6 should be static mesh. There we go, that looks alright. I've been trying out new buffer setups, and they all turn out alright, but I definitely prefer the one I'm used to. Resist stoning, resist paralysis, resist acidity, and mental resist. Life's been weird recently. I've been struggling to get through recently. It's just one thing after another. Luckily, finals for spring term are happening, so I will be able to relax for that. Actually, one sec. I'm not going to make the same mistake I did before. I'm going to bring some healing items because I know bad stuff's going to happen if I don't. Let's go into the bank, see what we got. Sphere of Healing only casts heal. Elixir of Restoration, that's a good 300 to 400 hit points per cast. Let's bring that along. I have 2 uses of it. There we go. Yeah, I've been kind of wiped out recently. Just everything keeps happening, nothing really stops. And I have finals this week, so hopefully I'll feel better after my finals, but as far as right now, I'm definitely not feeling it. In fact, because of that whole Morgul nonsense, I kind of didn't even want to record today, so I was just like, well, nope, make yourself record. Gotta keep to a schedule, no 0 days and all that. I know that I'll feel better if I do record than if I don't. I'll feel a lot better if I'm able to actually cast my spell instead of just sitting here for forever. It's always rough. And now I'm choking. Awesome. It's always rough when you're trying to do something and, oh, it just came through a stairway, so it's gonna take forever for the game to load and the game to register any of your things. And by the time you actually hit the button, you're already attacking. It happens, and it kind of sucks, but it does happen. So I will be keeping my eye out for a Morgul in case one happens to show up. I highly doubt it, because it won't really be trawling floor 4. Ugh, I had something in my throat there. Had to mute the mic and cough. You know, it was really interesting, though, when I looked up at the seer. I was like, what's a Morgul? It was like, yeah, your ninja was the first one to discover one of these things, and the last one you found was 63 days ago. That's 63 real-life days. So, over 2 months. And the last one I would have found would have been in April? Yeah, early April, I think. Yep, doing the usual rounds. I don't really know if I want to be exploring floor 10 yet, because there's still some stuff I want to get that's on floor, or that can be found on floor 9. Stuff like static sashes, and I looked through the spoiler guide again, just because I'm like, it's been a while since I've done this, and what type of stuff is possible that I might be missing. And so it's like, yeah, static sashes, boots of levitation, and there was some third thing I want to say. Maybe it was just those 2 things I was missing. But those definitely... Jubilex. What the freak is a Jubilex? I've never seen a Jubilex before. At least if I have, I don't recall seeing one. And it definitely wasn't charmable, so... oh well. I hate that, like, super rare monsters just are immune to charm a lot of the time. Because that kind of ruins the purpose of, you know, okay, you get a quest for this super rare monster. Well, I mean, at least you can go around and charm it, right? Except, no, you can't most of the time. And it just sucks. Blackout. Ugh, screw you. Probably didn't spell resist right. That's why I like having the white sashes. They're just there to clear out this stuff easily. As expected, I triggered the teleporter. Cool. Cool game. Way cool. Rabid Schnooks. Okay, come on. Don't be like that. Why do some of these monsters take so much damage? Imps that are taking more than 82 damage? Am I just rolling really high on my monster hit point values? Or am I just rolling really crappy on my damage values? Or is it both? I feel like it's both. I feel like it's just one of those things that, well, yeah, the universe just didn't want you to have a good day today. Feels like I've been having more of those than not recently. Definitely is not, you know, pleasant. But you live with it, you get through it, and you just kind of accept life for the nonsense crap that it is sometimes. If this blackout trap actually is a blackout trap and triggers, so help me. Nope, Z-spores. I can never remember if it's the plus and minus that determine trap identification and then the dots that determine success rate, or the other way around. I think it's the number of dots is how confident you are in disabling the trap, and 2 is like maybe 50-50, maybe a little bit less than that. And the number of minuses or pluses are how accurately you're convinced that you've identified the trap. Like, 2 minuses or 3 minuses is like, oh, you have really, it's kind of a shot in the dark. Whereas, like, several pluses means, okay, you're quite sure it's this type of trap. Mishi and Kanishi, nothing else, so yeah, wasn't expecting to see a Morgul here, so definitely not surprised, I guess. As you can see, I've actually been mapping around floor 9, and I've actually done a lot of detect rock in this area just to kind of set this all up, get that figured out. It's kind of interesting just how many secret doors and whatnot there are, despite the fact that there's nothing much in there in the first place. It just kind of, oh, yeah, there's a lot of secret doors here. They don't even have a chest? That's upsetting. Yeah, it's only like 20k. It's not even really worth it, is it? Corpses hit for 15. How great that's doing. Yeah, I've also wanted a little bit higher thieving level because I've been triggering more traps than unlocking, disarming. And I kind of want that to change. Granted. Oh, that's a sash. That's a sash. Is it purple or is it static? It's definitely not a white sash. Oh, failed. Oh yeah, I cast leprosy. Why did I cast leprosy? You know what? Screw it. I have a use of Pillar of Flame. And that's a use for white sashes. They're still effective against these monsters. Somewhat. Sometimes. If I get a decent roll, they're effective. And if the monsters roll low on their hit points. Okay, well, at least we're qualified for the next level up, even though it's going to take almost 150,000 to get the next level up. Pandrons. I've been doing so much on this floor. Yep, just trolls. Not even gonna open that chest. Knowing my luck today, it's just gonna be a ball and chain. If it was Pelagons, I might open it because it could be a Dominator, but Firagons, no. No way, no such luck. Paralyzing Death has still been going down in cost, even if it's pretty slow. Like, it just decreased in cost from... That's a static sash. That's a static sash. 3/6 attack defense. Cast static mesh at a spell level of 135. Ooh. I'm gonna keep that around. Move that white sash to the bank for when I'm leveling a lower level character or when the sash runs out. Actually, even when the sash runs out, it still is, 3/6 attack defense. That is not bad. So do I really want static mesh on both 5 and a self-cast of 6? I'll just put Pillar of Fire there instead. Because I only have 6 charges of Pillar. Oh yeah, so good. Yeah, I'm still reducing the casting cost of Paralyzing Death. I must be approaching the minimum of it, but I haven't hit it yet. So 16 I'm expecting it to go down to like 15 or 14 over the course of like the next 10 levels or so. But now I'm all set. I did bank my stuff, right? Yeah, I banked it. Yeah, now we've cleared a path, and so we should be all set to actually do some serious exploring on 10 today. Plus we certainly have a lot of experience to gain. As I was exploring, I forget if it was 9 or 10, I came across a Dray Dragon, and that's another creature I've never seen before. It took a lot to take down, and it dealt a ton to me with its breath attacks. I didn't really know what I was doing wrong. I tried to charm it. It didn't work. Freaking blackout! Oh, but they put it on a dragon chest, so it was tempting. Yeah, so I fought a Dray Dragon, and that thing hurt me more than most things. I think the only thing that's hurt me more as a single enemy by a breath weapon is definitely the Flame Dragon on floor 4. Flame Dragon has insanely strong breath weapon, but even despite that, I think I fought ninjas, and freaking ninjas hurt a ton. Oh, I shouldn't have just cast Acid Spray against those random demons, because it could have been Astral Demons, which are immune to acid. That would have been very promising for my future. Yeah, we'll just crest these guys. No, teacher, the crests are to blame. Still so excited for 3 houses. Coming out. Oh, I don't want these guys behind me when I'm running back, potentially drained of everything. That is the one downside of this entrance. Well, first of all, it has the pit with the direction trap. But it's also full of undead with strong drain attacks, so if you try and go through without drain resistance, you're going to get at least a couple stats pulled away from you. You know what? I think it's worth it. If it's a full-on chest. I don't think it's worth it for a box. I mean, you know, boxes could have a decent amount of stuff. So all this exploration was from, I believe, only one trip down here. That's pretty good, considering I was able to explore all this just with a single trip. Now, the problem is, I don't really know the best route to take that doesn't involve Ethereal Portal. So at this point, I might just Ethereal Portal through here. Slime, didn't destroy anything, good. Melt these guys, open their trap. Gem of Healing, that'll be useful. I need to remember I have that. Yeah. Didn't think there was any sort of secret doors, but needed to check anyway. A witch. A witch, really. Who casts flesh to stone. Okay, that sounds dangerous. Mundragons! Cast the spell I'm telling you to cast, please. Paralyzing Death. Just get these things out of my life. Phantasmal Mists. Breath weapon sounds like a fire breath weapon. That hurt a lot. Why are brown bears this deep? Like, okay, you're ramping it up. You know, steel bears, Havanan lions, brown bears. What? Is that just like a name that was supposed to mean something different, or? Frost bears. No, thank you. No, thank you, Frosty. Tazens. Let's try acid. Yeah, acid worked. Ghosts, Drackles, and Spooks. Crest is only kind of effective. Are these really just Spooks? I feel like they were stronger than that. Maybe there's resistant to fire. I don't know. Well, I'm down to 1 crest use, so... you're fairly certain you're standing on a face east square. Anti-magic area. Great. Well, let's just discover the area and then leave. How about that? How about that? Just, you know, figure out that everything's anti-magic and get the heck out. I have no desire to fight rogues and pilferers inside a purely anti-magic area. You know what? Let's just use an Elixir of Restoration cast. See, look, that's almost 400 hit points. Lemurian Outcasts are frozen now. What is with this lake? It's a pretty decent-sized lake room. Ah, these are just Lemurian Outcasts. Oh, they thieve. Nice. Good to know. Staff. Ooh. Could be something good. Could also be something really lame. I'm hoping on the former. Okay, oh, that's a random wall right here. Any bets that this might be something good? Well, it's a stud square, apparently. Disease spores. Okay, great. I'll just get these guys out of the way with the static sash. Sharpers. Didn't have treasure, don't care. What's in here? Stud square. Well, let's give these guys a fight for their money. Yeah. Again, I am not looking up maps as I go. I don't really want to risk proccing a teleport trap right now. I at the very least want to map out this area first. And then maybe I can work out that teleport trap. Come on, it's a stud square. You know this, based on the context of everything else around you being a stud square. There we go. Teleporter, slime, poison gas. I have no idea what this is, apparently. Oh, and I immediately cured it. Cool. Yeah, no thanks. Static. Get these guys. Thank you! The static sash is good! And I accidentally pressed the wrong button and cast Paralyzing Death. Oh, stairs down. I could rush to 11 if I wanted to go on a dragon blood hunt. Not sure if I want to do that, but I could. Get out of here. Acid spray. It's real important for this type of thing. And what's over here? Oh, okay. Okay, so I've successfully found the walking path to the Giant King's lair. Not sure I like it, but it's an option. Polymorphs and altering beasts. Let's kill them. And then we have absolutely no spell points, so let's go back to town. I mean, using this ring is basically just costing money at this point. And it's not too much per use compared to the over 1 billion which I have. Oh yeah, I forgot to highlight that. I crossed 1 billion this week. I am now a billionaire in Mordor. Oh, these jerks have good resistances, don't they? Severed one, that's good. That's some good stuff. attacks ever is a backstab plus a crit. And the backstab rate on the Vampire Fang is pretty good. It's good enough that I feel comfortable relying on it sometimes. I mean, of the stuff I got, I'm pretty sure the axe is just going to be a mithril axe, so it could be something good to get it from a defender. Could you just die, please? Thank you. Yeah, pretty sure the axe is going to be something good. I'm just going to spam this ring because I'm going to restore it anyway when I get to town. Yeah, pretty sure the axe is going to be something good. The staff, I have no idea. At the very least, the staff is going to be Mithril Shod. It might even be something better, like a Staff of Halarno or something. Could be something as lame as like a Staff of Striking. Which, to be fair, is a decent weapon for what it is, but Vampire Fang's much better. In fact, I think Vampire Fang's probably a better weapon than most possible weapons I could get at this point. Wait, blue pelicans are immune to cold, or at least highly resistant, so that's not going to work. There we go. And this is also going to help us level up, I'm sure. Okay, there, it uses up the ring. I am so close to leveling up. Get those kills and level up. I don't necessarily want to use my sash uses, though, spamming, because whereas I can sell a ring and restore it, I can't really do the same for a sash. Wow, killed them all in a single round. That's what I get for having 5 swings. You know, there's a weird part of me that So I don't know about this. There's a weird part of me that kind of wants to level up Paladin enough to get that third swing. Like the third base swing. But that's like, what, 300 something? I would have to well surpass my Sorcerer level with my Paladin level. Which, granted, wouldn't be too hard. Paladin is a lot faster leveling than Sorcerer, purely because of being a warrior-type class instead of a spellcaster one. But it still would be a lot of trips, so I guess it depends on... I guess what it might depend on most is probably if I feel like I need to gear myself up more for later levels of dungeons, or if I feel like I need to rely more on my physical combat. Because right now I can definitely get out of most situations just by spamming my highest level spells. That's kind of what the game is about. It's like, you know, you can build up your mage classes so that you can spam high level spells and get the heck out. And plus, just having a sheer higher level makes you better in combat anyway, no matter what level you really are. At least it increases your damage output for melee. And I believe for spells as well. But when it comes down to it, I'm not sure if I need that many more levels in Paladin. Like, I'm at a position where I'm able to kill most of the things that I need to in melee. Like, you know, most of the things down to like floor 5 or 6. I can melee kill if I want to, and the ones that I want to use spells on, I want to use spells on anyway because they come in large groups. Like freaking ants. So, I don't really know what's best, like what I should do with my leveling. And really, what it comes down to is whatever I want. Because leveling Paladin also increases my attack and defense stats, you know, from base. So it's just going to be a good investment no matter what anyway. Theoretically, it would even be better just to level Nomad, but then I'm splitting myself across like 4 different classes instead of 3, really. Anyway, let's figure out what this stuff is. Mace of Cordal, Scroll of Spells. Please be good. Yes, it's good. Add that to the collection right here. I know I'm just making this a lot more vulnerable in case I bring it down and then someone just steals it, but look. I need the inventory spaces. Movement. This looks like Mithril Shard to me. Yep. Good line Mithril Shard staff. What axe is lead axe? Oh, that's not helpful at all. Gem of Healing 5. Add that to my stack of 83. I have all of these items for healing, for restoration, all that stuff, mostly because the shop is full and I want to, keep them available to me, so might as well. Yeah. We're at 31. I can do one more run. I've been not necessarily watching all my old videos, but I've been looking back at like the playlist and whatnot, and man, I used to keep my videos pretty short. At least like, I'd cap them out around like maybe a little more than half an hour, and there was like one video that I made a full hour long for Mordor, and that was just because I was, finishing the optimal leveling route and grinding up Wizard to the last little bit. Man, that took forever. Getting to level, like, what was it? 30 Nomad and 40 Wizard for some reason felt like it took forever. Whereas leveling now is really quick. Probably because I have access to good spells now, and I didn't back then. That's probably more along the lines of what was going on. Yeah, so I definitely feel like leveling's gotten a lot faster, even if I'm still, just more and more levels away from where I want to be. It's kind of weird, just how, like, even though it takes, like, more than 10 times the amount of experience between, like, level 40 Wizard and level, like, 200 Sorcerer, the level 200 Sorcerer levels feel like they're going by faster. And they probably don't, but maybe it just feels like they do. Well, let's get back here. Through the portal. Level 9 respawns quite slow. Just cast Leprosy. Oh, jerks. If I wanted to just explore level 9 and just finish doing that, I probably could. I still have more stuff to explore top left and top right. But right now, it's all about that floor 10, baby. It's kind of a little loop around way of getting here, but it works. Oh yeah, I'm using those crest casts, but I don't care. It's really important to me to kill these guys quickly. Wisps are dangerous. They hurt a lot. I'm really glad I was able to map this successfully, even past the rotator. The rotator normally messes me up a lot. I'll just kind of map that. Yeah, rotators are kind of annoying to map through. Oh, freaking heck. So this... You know what, I'm getting out of here. Are you going to identify the fact that that is an extinguished square? Thank you. That's what that looks like. Combo extinguish anti-magic square. Okay, yeah, that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Let's kill the Numenog. Recast all these things. We're gonna do something stupid. We're gonna try and fight the Giant King now. Bushido and Rash Arts. Okay. No giants spawned down here. A werewolf and a giant pack of black wolves, but no giants in any of the sections of the Giant King's lair spawned. People who don't know Mordor might be doubting the fact that that is indeed the Giant King's lair, but trust me when I say that that is. And the Giant King, at the very least, isn't like the Minotaur and can be hurt by at least some spells. Just kill the burrows. These things are annoying. At least I know there's only one pack of them instead of two. Oh, ninjas! Ninjas! That was right. That ninja did crit for like 200. Ninjas, don't mess with ninjas. Don't mess with ninjas. Ninjas are dangerous. Okay, what is... That is a facing square. Identify it, please. Thank you. Brigands kill this guy, and then open his treasure. It's magically locked. Don't care. Elixir of Restoration. That's really nice, actually. I was starting to run a little low on charges because I've been using them up. Good to get one. Good to get one more. Oh, that was a facing square. There we are. Yeah, this maze is a mess. If you couldn't tell. This is a really brutal, just kind of nonsense maze here. Because, like, it has doors and walls, and at the same time it also has openings, too. So when you look at it just from this little display here in the top left, it doesn't make any sense. I'm just like, you know what, game? Good on you. Really cool maze you've set up. Good on you, Declan. These are all facing squares. Cool, I can just walk forward and identify them all. Come on. It's like, this is a really cool idea for a maze, using just the tools you have available. Come on. Thank you. And now we just wait for all the buffered moves to wear off. I should probably heal before I run into ninjas and get double crit to death. Use up just that elixir of restoration I found. Giant snacks. Just kill them right now. I feel like I mis-ID'd them, but maybe not. Maybe there's just a ton of giant snakes that all have very similar names. Giant snake, giant serpent, giant whatever, I don't know. Doppelganger. Cool. Open that. That's a face north if I've ever seen one. Identify it, please. The glory of mapping. Oh shoot, I never restored my ring. That could be a bad thing. I should probably go home now. I want to explore this dungeon. I want to finish mapping this maze. It's an amazing maze. Oh, and of course, because I double tapped 3, it started my cast at 3, which means that it hit groups 3, 4, and 1. and there was nothing in Group 4, so it just skipped Group 2 entirely. I hate that the game does that. That is a face south. Okay, robbers and cut purses, and treasure! It's just Kappa Visions again. I was trying to figure out what the best way to do that mapping is. Oh, and I'm lost. Thanks, Rotator. You really helped me out there. Just die, please. And then we can discover that that is a face west. Look at all these facing squares. They're everywhere. I kind of love this, actually. Like, this is a creative dungeon design. It's a little bit of a mess, to be honest. But most things are a little bit of a mess, aren't they? I really appreciate a dungeon that, you know, does what the designer wanted it to do. And the fact that they can make something that's so interesting using so few actual pieces. Okay, just disease spores. Oh, that's some hornets. Clear these out for decent experience. What's over here? Phantasmal mists. These things hurt a lot. Yeah, we're going home right now. I'm just gonna get the heck out of here. Oh, these guys are respawning. Everything's respawning behind me and I'm using up this sash, but I don't care. You hear me? I don't care. The sash is made to be used, and these things are resistant to electricity, aren't they? Oh, shoot. Okay, well, that's what acid spray is for. Don't kill me, sharpers. Don't run away from me. Let me kill you. Ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 ba 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 ba. What was that? Dare I ask what that was? Rot grubs. How many are there in a pile? Well, they obviously only have like 1 or 2 hit points because each of these kills give me around like 50 experience. But that's a lot. I kinda just want to kill these just for the sake of adding them to my library. How many rot grubs are in a stack? This isn't... like, this is far more than Zebrat level. This is just an endless supply. Oh, there we go. Supply does end eventually. How about we don't deal with these guys if they're not aggroed? Cast the spell, kill them now. We're using our last elixir just to get us out of here safely. Got down to 40. That was not good. 40 hit points out of 677. Yeah. Low levels get dangerous. Thank goodness for the static sash, am I right? Oh, Grey Mouse. If that hits, that's gonna deal some damage. Because so many things have electrocution bites now. It just... oh. The hit deals some damage, and the electrocution deals a lot more. And it counts as a natural weapon, so resistance is only half as effective. It still helps. It still definitely helps. Like, it's the difference between taking 40 damage and taking, like, 80 or 90. But it still sucks that it deals that much damage in a single hit, nonetheless. Come on, kill these things already. Illusionists and sorcerers, oh my. Yeah, we're just gonna fight our way out of this because we have the hit points to spare. We have the resistances. These guys can't really hurt us much. They're gonna do some damage. Like, that much is to be expected. But they can't, like, kill us entirely with all the resistances we have, because they're using spells, which are 100% affected by resistances. I don't like fighting. I don't like fighting creatures that can drain me when I'm not just killing them quickly with a spell. How about we work our way around the lake this time, because I don't really want to drain my entire static sash. Okay. At least open that chest. Come on. Just die, please, already. There we go. Earth Golem, don't care, don't care. Nope. Hard noping out of the slimes there. Trancors can die. Champion all the way over here? Okay, sure. Ice demons have breath attacks, and those are annoying. Gargoyles. Just give me your stuff. And we're back to floor 4, where everything makes sense. You know, floor 4, in some respects, like for the top right of floor 4 was definitely well organized. Pretty well organized. The bottom is just a mess. It's a mess of rooms smacked up against each other. It just doesn't look that great. At least some of these areas in like floor 3 and whatnot do look decent. Then you have floor 2, which... What is this? Why is there a room just full of secret rooms with, like, every wall is a secret room? Every wall is a secret door, rather? Why is that a thing that exists? Declan, why? You even signed off on this. You even have their little DA down there. Why did you do this? Yeah. Of the floors on in this game, though, after looking through them, mapping them out, drawing maps out on graph paper, because I'm such a nerd, I think my favorite looking floor might be 14. I just hope I'm able to get there and show you why. Because it's pretty cool, actually. Conceptually speaking. I think in-game it doesn't have, you know, like custom assets, but if the game had custom assets, floor 14 would be pretty impressive. Like imagining what it supposedly, like, might be supposed to look like. Yeah, just imagining the concept of floor 14 kind of amazes me. It just, like, kind of makes me think, oh, this could be really cool. You must defeat a shapeshifter. I'm pretty sure those are pretty common around floor 6. So I'll probably be searching floor 6 for a bit. Anyway, I think that's a good time to hit the video. We're almost at 50 minutes. Till next time, I'm going to be leveling up something. Don't know if I'll keep on doing Sorcerer or if I'll switch back over to Paladin and Scavenger. I really want higher thieving so I'm not triggering every trap along the way. But anyway, till next time, this is Mithril Zenith signing out. Have a great day, everyone.